So once again, we will take a look at the compositions here. We've got the Mage and the Double Priest coming out for Gilnea Skydiving Club. Give me a second, guys. I will fix the names up here. So why don't you take over, F, while I fix that?
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to get in here. Teams are just kind of just standing around, guys. Not much exciting happening right now. But man, I'm so I know I keep saying this, but 1,700 viewers. This is insane.
Yeah. So
I've never had 1,700 people pay attention to me. I have trouble getting 5 people to pay attention to me. This is great. This is more attention than I've ever had. I don't know how to handle this. And one thing to look for is my ego after this cast. Look for that to really just spike up. And I think we're gonna get some great play there.
That's the difference between you and I, Fidel. You have 5 people trying to listen to you. I always just live my life like 1,700 people are watching.
Yeah, and that's just that experience speaking, right? You've been commentating for a while with League and whatnot. I've just kind of been getting into it just a few weeks ago. My ego is just not there yet, but it's going to, no doubt. And everyone in chat can note this. My ego will be painfully huge very soon.
It's all about those Twitter followers, really.
Yeah, definitely.
All about the Twitter followers. Mm-hmm. EPing has grown from forum respectability to Twitter followers. Mm-hmm. And Twink Cup wins. Mm-hmm. I think that's it as well. 3-0s against respectable guilds. All right.
And currently it's showing JCM versus JCM actually on the stream.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. On the UI.
Try and fix that again.
Yeah.
If our broadcaster could try and change it as well, maybe. If it's not working.
Yeah, but while that's happening, I mean, the game is kind of getting underway, so both teams are getting into mid right now. Let's look to see if they make any sort of positional switches here or anything like that. And I'm interested to see how both these teams kind of come back from the previous game as we get into mid here.
Yep, so look at actually what an interesting cross we're going to have here is both FCs will walk past each other. Neither seeing the other one out. Actually, I did see the turnaround there from Static Cool. It looks like he did feel like Rula was on top of him. Might have caught him out a little bit, but he's going to get caught out. And we really got to talk on how easy it's going to be really for Static Quo to pick, for Rula to pick against a composition that has no rogue. So they're really going to need to make some sort of capitalization off of here. A lot of it comes down to the strength they're going to have in this initial mid-clash here. Cowgirl Swag does get taken quite low, will get topped off, but that is a displacer down. Now Wushu Yang X taking a lot of damage. He's in the middle of the scrap there. Looks like he's popping some cooldowns. And we'll see the first flag pick coming out rather soon. Ramtoller is actually hanging around the midfield as well. He opens up. He was able to take down one of the priests there. Does get to blow up EFC.
Yeah, but they are going to trade that kill for a death on their own. Ramtoller taking some damage here, but the Mage on the GSC side taking a ton of damage and going down to mid too. So it looks like they're going to get a little bit of a pressure coming into them from Jesus Christ Marie. Once again, that strong mid comp with that marksmanship hunter really just pushing into them. In the meantime, however, I'm looking to see if Azeron has broken off. He hasn't. He's still in mid, so they are completely pushing into this team with the full force. Nobody is really breaking off to go collect the enemy flag carrier, who has picked up the flag at this point. It's kind of making his way across past the Berserker hut. He's going to get contested by Status Quo, it looks like.
Yeah, this could be bad. He does have healers. He does pump his displacer and actually gets through what could have been a pretty awful situation. His team is actually taking a lot of punishment for this too. They lose a lot of their positioning, and they are going to get split up around this hut too, losing LOS. If they switched on the Boomy, that would be a dead Boomy very quickly. However, the objective is secure for now. We'll see if we see maybe some pass off into the GY or something like that. They do seem stable enough. However, really, it's on JCM here to make the play. These are the guys that have the rogue. They've got the Boomy. They've got the stealth opener. And that's something that can never be overlooked in these very mid-centric games.
Mm-hmm. The huge thing here, I mean, it looks like Jesus Christ Mary has just gotten so much pressure snowballing off that initial priest kill. So props to JSC for doing that. Static Quo taking so much damage though. He's fallen off the graveyard. I'm not sure if he was originally up top, but he's taking so much damage. Oh my gosh, he's dropped down to half health. There's barely any stacks right now, just 3. But he's taking so much damage with that opener coming in with the Star Surges. But the team of GSC being able to keep him up for now, It looks like they passed the flag up.
Yeah, that's
Um,
definitely smart.
decent strategy. Yeah.
JCM absolutely just going hard, showing why they are considered such a strong team there. At 3 stacks, they almost got an FC kill. You see, speaking of the FC dying over at Tunnel, that's not a big deal. He'll be back in that GY any second. But do you see how quickly they set up on those guys, and they were able to just press them into a situation where if there had been a misplay there could have been a cap. And, that's exactly what you got to do in these situations, in these tournaments. You got to force people to be in a position where they're going to make misplays, where they're going to make mistakes, where they can commit the wrong way. And that's exactly what JCM has done by putting this pressure onto GSC. We'll see if they can get out of GY here, as they're taking a lot of heat still.
Yeah, and this containment strategy in full force as Ramp Dweller opens with a Blood Elf Silence in mid. So he's not making his way up top right now. It looks like they're not going to make any sort of push towards the EFC for an opener. Both hunters still kind of sitting in mid, just kind of helping with the damage, right? The marksmanship hunter of Jesus Christ Marie, Asian Girl Swag, just in the front line, basically just pumping damage, aim shots coming into the team, and it is absolutely showing how much pressure he can cause by himself. So look to see some sort of push, though, with 6 stacks coming in. The charge going up because he's in the line of sight of the enemy warrior. He's going to get some damage onto him, but it looks like Rampdweller's not up there to contest with him. At least not right now, though. So we'll look to see something soon. But, yeah, the stat game is starting to stack up.
A very, I want to say, really risky spot for GSC here, just because they don't have the rogue. They're not going to really have any way to reset the fight. They're not going to have, an ambush onto a priest here when they catch him without a guise or anything like that. They really just got to brute force their way back through this mid. And look, as I say that, they're doing just that. Trash Glamour getting taken down. That is massive. Part of that front line getting broken down. Look at the next target, most likely going to be their BM, who is just kiting and kiting as best as he can. They do find a kill in a pseudo-woodle. That is massive. That's their leader. That's their shot caller. All panic here. We're going to see GSC. Don't forget, these guys are up 1-0 in the series. They have the first cap. We are coming up on 7 stacks now, meaning the FCs aren't going to have the easiest time getting away. Rula is heading towards his GY. GSC now on the front foot here, able to make the plays that they want to play. Take a look at Boomy spreading over, Rogue the Boomy, spreading his way over to get that Zerker hut and then move up towards ramp and act as some sort of a makeshift hunter here. And, as we see the pass off over to Pseudo-Wudo, I wonder if that was actually part of their strategy. Let Pseudo-Wudo die, he's going to go back to Graveyard, and then we can pass the flag over. Good plays by Jesus Christ Marie to adapt from the previous game, and it's become sort of a stalemate once again. We're back at about 9 minutes here. All of Gilneas Skydiving Club moving up around ramp, and JCM's quite split here, actually.
Yeah, really interesting, actually. It looks like we're trying to run some sort of a weird ramp gauntlet, but it looks like the teams are kind of making their way back into mid to clash again as Rula gets that flag back. Rula in the mid fight with his team, kind of just thrashing around, not really pumping out any heals from himself, but with 10 stacks, I don't necessarily blame him. Static Quo sitting in the back, he's going to get sapped, the rogue nearby, but the hunter for Team Gilneas is very, very close to him, so trying to obviously just spamming that stealth macro to make sure that he can get out the stealthies from the opposing team to kind of push back that opener a little bit more, right? But the rogue and the boomkin for Jesus Christ Marie just kind of staying back, keeping their distance. They know now is not necessarily the time to push, even though we push into that 11 stack zone. A sap coming in again, maybe a push. Not sure if this would be the best time.
Revo is ready to open. Cowgirl Swag, of course, that's what I'm talking about. The hunter is there to back him up. There will be another handoff into the GI there, but they've got a warrior putting damage to him. He's out of LOS for heals, but will he be able to get a nice proc here and get some damage in? He will head his way back. And Static Quo seems to be okay for them meanwhile, but the rogue and the boomy are there. I'm sure JCM knows it, or GSC knows it. Second sap.
Interesting. Yeah.
He picked up. Here we go. Static Quo getting engaged on. Does take a lot of damage here. Looking for the bite, and there it is, but it's not going to be enough. Wushu Yang going down as well in the in the GY there. I do believe that was the warrior just going absolutely ham, like 1v5 in that GY, able to get that return. And once again, we just see massive individual plays from GSC to get the advantage and to just do weird things and come away on top.
Yeah, and now Rula, because of that, being put into a weird situation where now he is across mid, also in the same position as the enemy flag carrier. So they are just basically in the same position right now in terms of how far across the map they are. But the team of GSC has their entire team escorting their flag carrier essentially right now. Rula by himself as he waits for his team to kind of make their way up. However, one thing I didn't notice though, Ramp Dweller from the Jesus Christ Marie side is making his way up a ramp. It's just fitting to his name. Possibly going to escort Rula, maybe? I'm not sure. Rula might just wait for them to cap, and then, yeah, and it looks like that might be exactly what he's doing. He's actually going up a roof right now, getting out of stealth, moving upstairs. I think he might just be waiting for that fast cap. I think that's going to be the strategy right now.
I have to see how this develops, as we do see there's entire control from GSC around that Alliance tunnel. Sorry, total control by JCM, so he should be able to get, boots if they're up and just blitz right across mid. He does have the flag. Let's take a look at Static Quo. He's pretty much contained at GY here. If GSC doesn't make a play, this could be a very, very easy cap for them, especially considering they have no rogue. There's no way to lock down the EFC. There's no way to make sure that they can get across. Static Quo, I think he gets a lust in stealth, which is absolutely crucial. We'll see if he'll be able to do anything here. It might be a quick cap into a quick cap. That might be what GSC is looking for here.
And that would be crazy if that's actually how it went. But the Hunter Ezron for Jesus Christ Marie is, he's going to get him out with the stealth macro. It's not going to be it. I don't think it's going to be a fast cap at all. Static Quo just getting so aggressive, trying to go for it, trying to pump out whatever damage he can. War stuff coming out, but he's going to get trinketed immediately. He's trying to meet his Boomkin, who picked up the flag. Great job by him to do that. But it looks like, Ezron just doing so much damage right now. Just pumping damage into the Boomkin. He's at half HP. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to meet his team. Looks like he's lining. Nope. He's going to be completely in line inside of those heals. Yeah, great job. Great job by GSC on that. That was a fantastic transition.
Yeah, you didn't even notice that the Boomkin was going to be there. Smart heads-up play by him, knowing exactly what was going to happen, realized his team was in trouble, and had fantastic flag-carrying instincts there as well. Just able to take some pressure from his team, bringing them up around ramp, and then displacing over to the other side, using the advantage he has in that movement to create a free break for himself. That just happened.
Wow. I believe so. That was so sudden. I was just watching the camera, and wow, it looks like they got the return. The stats weren't necessarily super high either. I think just the team of Jesus Christ Marie was able to just synergize their opener so well, and they were able to just take that flag carrier down, and Rula was just in place. The communication, obviously a team that's this season, the communication was just there, and Rula was able to get that cap. So true to what Twitch chat was saying about the fast cap, you guys were definitely right. And now Rula making his way back up to the enemy base, already at the enemy Berserker hut. Just so far ahead in terms of getting this flag, I think. But actually, no, I'm going to correct that statement. Static Quo just grabbing the flag, heading down tunnel right now, about to meet the rest of his team. So Rula actually a little bit behind. JCM's going to have to catch up here.
I'm pretty sure that was a ninja. I'm fairly certain it was. I don't know exactly how that happened because I don't have nameplates on here. We're going to have to take a look at that but my god, I think that was a ninja on the return pass, which JCM
it might have been
so lucky off of. I was speechless there. But, oh man, okay, so we've got 3 minutes left here. It's 1-1. Basically 0 stacks on these FCs. We'll see if one of these teams is able to make a play, because right now it looks like we're going into Game 3.
Wow. Pulling the good old ninja, the flag ninja on the pass. Not the most ideal play necessarily, but when it works, man. And it looks like it definitely just did.
Seconds.
And right now, JCM just taking. Yeah, JCM's not doing too hot right now, but Static is taking a lot of damage from these hunters.
He's in trouble.
He's able to get away
by half, but he runs right over the road. Doesn't get ambushed on.
Definitely, but I think there are some battle standards down for him, so I think he had enough HP to kind of withstand it, despite the fact that he took so much damage. And of course, his team is right there to meet him. Looks like they're all going up tunnel right now. It looks like this is going to be the standard gauntlet play, guys. With 2 minutes left, I'm really not sure how much Jesus Christ Marie is going to be able to do with this, but they've done more with a lot less. I'm looking to see what they do in terms to counter this.
They pretty much give up the entire gauntlet control already. It's not even like they're gauntleting, they're just kiting. And this is where teams get split if there's not a very strong communication here. You can see, look at this, Rula getting head off right away. If he gets, like, you know, some Rachels come down in the wrong point at the wrong time, this could be so bad for Rula. But he does get a displacer over towards ramp and seems like he'll be okay. He's got support from his Boomkin as well, which is quite big. He also is running into his healer there, so he'll get topped off. And of course, with only 3 sacks, he should be able to kite this out. Got a couple people from GSC tagging along, but I think this will be okay from JCM.
Yeah, I think JCM's going to be totally fine here. Rula going to make his way across. He has 1 healer with him. He's going to be totally fine. This game, man, I want to say that this game kind of wasn't as much of a nail-biter as the last one. I think both teams, almost I want to say they played a little bit more cautiously. And maybe that's just because they didn't want to risk. I guess, you know, I guess they just didn't want to take any more risks. And I think because of that, we saw a much more cautious game. And that's why, you know, I definitely think that we said that there were more stalemates here than the previous game. And I think that definitely showed with now, you know, 56 seconds on the clock and not much activity happening anywhere on the map here. I don't think this was too much of one of those games that really puts you on the edge of your seat.
It was a bizarre scenario, too. I'm fairly certain that was a ninja. And if that happens, I mean, for that to happen in the Twink Cup, that is a mistake that should never happen. That's, you know, just, it's a great play by JCM to get that. But at the same time, if that's the way you lose, that's a serious, serious mistake. However, you know, let's take a look. Seneco not completely out of the woodworks here. He's got quite a few people coming to put some pressure on him. Hunter is taking not very much damage, though. He is a Mistweaver. He's really good at those single target heals, and it should be okay for now. There's about 5 seconds for some sort of crazy crit to happen, but pretty low. He's about 30-40%, but yeah, he'll hang on for stuff long enough.
Yeah, I don't think their procs were off-timer at that time. I don't think they were going to get any sort of free kill in that moment, so nothing there to speak of, really. Yeah, and it looks like I'm getting a little bit of info now that we finished this game. It looks like the Monk actually rolled in to get the Ninja. So that was a amazingly timed roll and just, you know, perfectly calling the amount of distance he's going to have to go to get that flag return. Man, those scroll clicks, definitely strong with that team. That was epic.